The first thing to do is determine your personal year number. If you haven't already, watch the video that I posted about how to calculate your personal year number, and then you can choose which number to watch from these videos. If you're in a 1 year, you are in an extremely unique position of being poised to create anything. Now remember, the whole year of 2020 has an overall energy of 4: stability, and achievement. But the primary energy of 4 is stability. And if you are a 1, you are the single point that is creation. Now, what I want you to imagine is this little dot has nothing to compare itself to. Okay, let's even pretend this isn't up here. A single dot has nothing to compare itself to. So it doesn't know if it's infinitely big or infinitely small. So you can think of this as the very first thing ever created in the entire universe. Had no concept of itself as it relates to anything else. So it's both infinitely big and infinitely small at the same time. It could be a dot on the page, but it could just as easily be a big circle, a big sphere like this. The tool of sacred geometry is the compass. I hope that this pencil shows up well enough. Okay, so this is you. You're both the alpha and the omega, right? You're both the smallest point within this circle, and you're the largest point in this circle. What does this mean for you in this year? It means that you are at this unique point of being able to gather all of your resources and make brand new decisions. And since we're in a 4-year, you're moving toward achievement in possibly make whatever choice you make. It seems it will be a balanced choice to make. Whatever you create will be well thought through, well grounded, and you can go in any number of directions because you kind of have a fresh start. You're at this 0 point. Well, it's not really a 0 point because a 0 would be the lack. There's definitely something here. In fact, everything is here. Everything is possible for you right now. It's like a clean slate. It's like you can lean in any direction and become anything you want to be. So you can take some time to really decide what it is that you want to lean into and make happen. So my friend, I just wanted to thank you for watching and show you some of this art that I've been making, because it is so it is sacred geometry, this art that I make. I started making this kind of art partly because of my passion for sacred geometry, because it's this style of art where it's basically mandala making, which is a geometric practice. You start with the eye of God at the center, and you build. This is beeswax and pine pitch pressed into, and then you take tiny glass beads and press it into the beeswax pine pitch mixture. This is on a capiz shell, and this is a necklace or just a kind of a mandala ornament. And it's using the geometry of moving out from the 1 to the 6, and spreading from there. It exponentially grows, and the pattern becomes more complex the further out you go from the middle, just like how we did in our geometry today, where the 1 is a relatively simple concept. These are earrings. And the further away from 1 you get, the more complex the geometry is. See, and then you get into big items like this. Like you could just look at this. Oh, here's me in the mirror. You could just look at the center of one of these, and it's a reasonably simple image. But when you start to grow, when you take that as the center and you start to grow the pattern out, you see how it just becomes more and more. Take the center of one of these motifs, for example, and the further away you get from the center, the more complex it is. And that's how we are as people, right? The more interesting we are, the more we evolve as humans from just, eaters into thinking and spiritual beings, the more complex the pattern is out from the center. And this one is actually already sold, but I'm going to be making much more of these. And all these things are in my Etsy shop and more. And I have sold a lot over Christmas time, so this store's a little bit skimpy right now, but you can get to it through angelinetarot.com or just directly through Etsy, etsy.com/shop/eyeofgodart. So thank you for watching that little commercial. I hope you enjoyed my little numerology for you for the coming year through the sacred geometry. Yes, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful 2020. Why am I trying to just show everything? I don't know. I'm a cornball. Yep. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful 2020. Happy New Year.